here with fitness injury prevention, and today we're going to go over the warm-up. Warm-up is so important to injury prevention because it gives your body a chance to prime itself and get ready for the proper movement when you actually do your exercise. Okay, so components to think about when formulating your warm-up. There's three major things, and they all tie in together and they can all be combined into one. But you want your warm-up to be aerobic in nature. And by that, we want your warm-up to last about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay? It's not a sprint. We want your body to slowly start adapting to this exercise. Okay? Your heart's a muscle. Just like going into the gym, if you're going to go bench press, you're not going to put your maximal weight on and then try and bench it right away. You're going to warm up, you're going to phase into it. Your heart is that muscle. Your heart doesn't want to go from 60 beats per minute to 180. So you have to think about that. While slowly phasing into that warm-up and taking your time, it gives your body a chance to elevate that heart rate safely, but also increase that circulation of blood flow going to the muscles, so your muscles are more well adapted to perform the tasks that you want. Okay? Additionally, we want to do a total body dynamic warm-up. So, dynamic versus static. Everybody knows your static stretch, which is, your straight legs, bend over and touch your toes, and you're elongating that hamstring. Whereas your dynamic is more movement-based, where you're going through a concentric and eccentric phase. So doing something like a leg swing or a Frankenstein walk would be a dynamic hamstring stretch, okay? But we want the entire body to be warmed up too, so we need to break it into phases. So, maybe you do something dynamic for your quads, something dynamic for your hamstrings, maybe do a little jumping so it's dynamic for your calves. We want to hit the total body because your body is strongest when you use quarter extremity movement patterns. So once again, I'm going to use bench a lot probably as an example, but if we're bench pressing, it's more than just your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. You need to use your core, you need to brace your core. You're strongest when your body engages core through extremity. So we want it to be total body in nature because we want to warm everything up, get your whole body warmed up, not just what you're using. Now, the other side of that is we do want it to be task specific. So think about a baseball pitcher. He's not going to go out and throw his first pitch of the game without throwing a ball the entire time. You need to warm up what you're actually going to do. But we want this to be unloaded so your body gets ingrained in the proper movement patterns when it's safe and under little to no weight, so that when you do put the weight on it, your body already knows what it's doing. Okay? So thinking about something like Olympic lifting, there's the Bergener warm-up, which is perfect because you get in that, you basically break Olympic lifting up into smaller patterns and work on that movement mechanics along the way, and then slowly build into the entire thing. Same way for bench press. So if we're benching, maybe we start with just the bar and warm up that pattern. Or another thing is you can do it completely unloaded. Let's do a push-up, same motion. So think about your pulls, thinking about your pushes, thinking about even a squat as a warm-up. Basically doing a couple air squats before we get under the bar for your front or back squat. Your warm-up should not change whether you're doing something like CrossFit, whether you're going out and playing a sport, whether you're working out at a home gym. They should all include those three major components. So I want you to take this home, think about those three components. So aerobic, total body dynamic in nature, and task specific, and see if you're hitting those points. We'll give you a couple examples at the end of a sample workout, what the warm-up would be. So keep a lookout for new videos. Thank you again, and hopefully see you soon.
So these are our sample workouts for you. So this is a traditional CrossFit style workout where there is some strength stuff in the beginning, some skill work, Metcon, and then your mobility. So like I said, we want to hit all three components. We want that aerobic, that total body dynamic, and task specific. So we're going to start here with a 500-meter row, which should pop up in a second. 500-meter row, so that's going to be aerobic in nature, but also warm up your row later on. 3 rounds, not for time, because this isn't a sprint. We want it to warm up. You have your 10 jumping air squats, so we're warming up our squat, warming up our box jump. 5 burpees, total body movement, burpees later on in the workout. 5 toes to bar, later on in the workout. 5 push press, unloaded version of a handstand push-up. So we still hit whole body, task specific, and we're hitting our aerobic nature. Now, the next workout I'm going to show you I actually got off bodybuilding.com. It's a lot of bench press, a lot of shoulders, a lot of triceps involved in it. So our warm-up is going to look a lot like a pressing and pushing kind of motion. So we're going to start with a quarter-mile run, jog, walk to get our aerobic nature, get our legs involved, because we're not using legs so much in the workout, but we still want to get them warmed up. We're then going to go into a couple variations of push-up repeated twice, because we have bench press, we have incline press, we have narrow grip bench press. Warm up those shoulders, chest, those triceps. We're going to do 10 sit-ups to warm up our core. Then we're going to do 5 dumbbell lat raises, 5 shoulder press, 5 upright row. So once again, we're hitting that task specific, but we're also going to hit chest, shoulders, triceps. So thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and check back for new videos later on. Thanks again.